A Filipino-Canadian actress singer is making it big on Broadway. Andrea Macasaet plays the role of Anne Boleyn in the musical Six. Boleyn is the second wife of England's former King Henry VIII. Now, Andrea joins us now right here on New Day, all the way from New York. Hello to you, Andrea. So glad you could join us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
I mean, what a huge, huge thing this is. Congratulations to you. So first, to give our viewers a little background on Six, we understand that it premiered in Edinburgh back in 2017 and has since been staged in London's West End Theatre in Canada. And you were part, actually, of the North American tour. And now, guess what? On Broadway. I mean, of all of the shows in Broadway, Andrea, I mean, what was it about Six that made you want to audition for the role? And how did you land the role?
Well, I fell in love with Six the musical because of the music. They released a studio album, and when I heard the songs initially, that's when I fell in love with the show. It has music that you hear on the radio, and you don't think it's musical theater. You think, oh, this is a pop album. And then you find out it's a musical theater show. And when I got involved with the project, it was early 2019, and I auditioned in Toronto, open call. So I just showed up, I sang a pop song, and I thought, the experience was so great. And when they offered me the contract, I thought I was going to perform the show in Chicago and then in Canada, and that would be it. Little did I know this show would take me to making my Broadway debut in New York City.
Wow, and because of that Broadway debut, I mean, Lea Salonga actually tweeted how amazing you were. I mean, when she watched it, once Broadway started opening up, The musical, of course, is called Six, and this is actually referring to the six wives of King Henry VIII. Its Broadway release was actually delayed for more than a year because of the pandemic. I mean, how does it feel right now that Six has finally premiered on Broadway?
It feels amazing. It feels like we all got a weight lifted off of our shoulders, because when Broadway shut down in 2020, it was actually our opening night. And so we had spent 19 months in this, when can we finally open? And we finally did last week, and it's been incredible. And I think the people who come to the show, they experience the joy that we all have been craving after the last year.
I mean, I can just imagine that. I mean, the energy must have been amazing, not only from the cast, but as you said, from the audience as well, just wanting to get out there and enjoy, what Broadway has to offer. Let's talk now about the story of Six. Now, as I've said earlier, it's a story about the six wives of King Henry VIII, but with a very modern, and you mentioned something about pop, right? Pop twist. Tell us more about what makes this musical so exciting, and for us that want to watch, what can we expect from the play?
Yes, so the show is based around a competition. So the six wives actually compete in a concert-style show, and they ask the audience to decide which of the wives had the worst time with Henry VIII. So you, as the audience member, have to choose which wife had it the worst with the king. And towards the end, there's a nice, I won't give it away, but there's a twist at the end, and I think that is what leaves the audiences feeling empowered and very powerful and just full of joy when they leave the theater.
Oh my, I mean, that must have been so exciting. And of course, you're in Canada, two Filipino parents, and you're very much Filipino, which is, so heartening for us here in the Philippines to know that you have still kept in touch with your roots, and we hope to see you here in the Philippines. Now, we do understand that Broadway, actually the run of Six will only last until January next year, and we do hope that extends a little bit more. But what's next for you? Do you have plans, another show possibly in Broadway, or maybe coming back here, coming back home?
I mean, the tickets for Six are only available until the new year for a little bit, and then we'll probably open up some more. We are doing an open-ended run, so we'll see how long Six is on Broadway. But for my future, I hope to continue to do the stuff that I love, which is this, and which is connecting with my community and connecting with people from all over the world and showing young Filipino girls that, you know, this is possible for you no matter where you are in the world.
I mean, you are young, you are tiny, you have so much energy. Actually, the future, in the future, are you actually open to collaborating with Filipino artists? Because we actually saw you on your YouTube channel that you can actually sing Tagalog songs.
Of course. Yes, I'm so open to collaborating with more Filipino artists. I mean, just speaking about that cover on YouTube, I fell in love with Troy Loretta's work, and he would be one person that I would love to work with.
Well, we wish you all the best, Andrea, and of course, we do hope to see, to actually make it to watch your show on Broadway, and maybe you can come back here and visit us once, time and times are a little better, and it permits us all to enjoy. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on New Day. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.